And good evening, good morning, everybody. Ed Talaskis here, Random Off Trading. Today is Tuesday, July 11th. Hope you're doing well. Very dry, a little bit of market action, but not a whole lot to say. We'll get into that in a little bit. It is still hot and steamy here. I think we're at dew point of 73. Dew point is 74 tomorrow, so combine that about 95 degrees. It's a little toasty, but anywho, let's get into things here and get our disclaimer out of the way. And as you know, Random Walk is not a broker-dealer, nor investment advisor. This presentation is for educational purposes only. We don't know your situation and what level of risk is right for you. We're not making any specific trade recommendations, as the risk of trading options can be substantial. So please be careful before placing any trades in your brokerage platform. Actual P&L can vary and be affected by liquidity, commissions, and slippage. And you'll get a link to what session we got here. And today we got the JOLTS report, and really didn't get a whole lot of action. We'll see it in the charts here in a second. About an email about Donald Trump's son being involved with the Russian election thing that continues to drag on. That's just like, we got to find something better else to do. But it is politics. So not a whole lot of action. The market ended up weak. We'll see that in the charts here a little bit. Tomorrow we got Janet Yellen starting to talk about 10 o'clock. It had some chat in the chat room about potentially doing something on the downside just to hedge. This market just looks a little bit nervous to me. Just my gut 2-cent opinion. And the beige book come out at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And then Janet Yellen will speak again on Thursday at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll look at a potential hedge trade with the SPX after we get our trade of the day out of the week. Trade of the day out of the way. So let's jump into the markets. And with all said and done, we're down $1.90 in the S&P at 24.25. Russell was up 4.5 points, 14.13. Index up 15 points at 15.09. Trend right about 0.88, right about flat. Tick on the NASDAQ at -403 and -177 on the New York Stock Exchange. So getting a little bit bullish ticks toward the end of the day, but pretty controlled. Not a whole lot of action going on. So it's fit class of lemonade. So on your front porch or back porch, and just sip away at the lemonade or whatever your favorite beverage is. That you probably could have done that as well. Oil was up 77 cents, so rebounding a little bit off its lows, back about 45.81. No adjustments with our positions, but let's go ahead and get our trade of the day out of the way. And this came in from a student talking about ULTA and thinks it could go a little bit further to the downside, and wanted a bearish play since it looks like it's the 200 or the 50-day moving average on the weekly chart is starting to fail, and definitely off its size of 314 down to 255. So it's made a pretty big run. Even on the daily chart, it's clearly pierced the 50 and the 200 day. May have a little bit of a reprieve here. Got a little bit of support at the 253 level, but want a little more bearish play with ULTA. So what we can do is do a combination of a 132 call fly, and then use that to buy a broken wing butterfly on the downside. And if we look at our plus or minus 1 standard deviation lines, so we're selling the 265, 270, 275, 132 call fly. Looking at the August 18th options, getting about $1.10 credit. Then we're going to take some of those monies, and then we're going to buy the 240, 215, 200, 132, put broken wing butterfly up for 95 cents. Still could put this trade on for 75-cent credits on 5 contracts, but definitely gives you some bearishness if you think it's going to go around below 230, 220. So here's 230, here's 220, so the next level support would be right around that level. So that's where the strike selection, short strike was kind of kicking in there between 230 and 215. But if you get a bearishness in ULTA, this might be a potential trade that you may want to take a peek at.